My name is Stephanie, and this is the story about how soccer nights came to be. In case you don't know, soccer nights is like if a sport camp, a concert, and a block party all got married. It happens every summer in our own neighborhood of North Cambridge and across the city. It is magic. But the story of soccer nights actually begins a bit before its birth in 2008, back when our church had just moved from renting a space in one part of the city to buying a building here in North Cambridge. In our new home, we began to wonder, what does it mean to be a good neighbor in this neighborhood? I had just turned 22 and had graduated college, and the church was really thinking about how it could make a positive impact, and was ready to invest in having big dreams. We're going to eradicate poverty, reduce racial inequity, help everyone go to college. And I was hired to help turn all of these dreams into reality. But I had a good mentor, Val Buchanan, who said, stop, literally stop. Do not do anything, really don't do anything until you get to know people, until you get to know who your neighbor is. So I did perhaps the most unthinkable thing in Cambridge. I walked the streets and talked to complete strangers. I met people who had lived in the same house for their entire lives and people who had just arrived from all countries across the world. These relationships were rich with life and so interesting. But when other people, board members, other church members, my own friends asked what progress I was making, what on earth I was doing for all these big important goals, all I could say was I was drinking tea with a lot of people. Good tea. I felt young and foolish, but I had a coworker at the time, Rena, who prayed for me and said, I get the sense that you're just supposed to keep following where you feel like there was life. And I felt like there was life in these relationships, so I just kept at it. Then one day I met some people who played Division I soccer in college, and they were looking for something to do with their summer. Because I now knew a lot of people in the neighborhood, I knew there were a lot of families looking to keep their kids busy in the summer and that they loved soccer. So we quickly threw some things together, made a registration form, found a few soccer pennies, found some balls, hung up some flyers. We called it Soccer Nights just because we thought we could do it in the evening and everyone could come after work and all the kids could be there. I thought it'd be cool if like 12 kids came, it'd be enough to have a scrimmage. But at the end of the week, 96 kids had come. Soccer Nights was born, and then it's just kept happening. The next year, we partnered with the Cambridge Police and Fresh Pond Apartments and some other churches and organizations across the city. We got official permits to use the field. We expanded to another site. We worked with partners to create some really cool soccer curriculum so that kids were both learning soccer and learning about diversity in relationships. All I know is that soccer nights is magic, and whether my role is cutting 1,000 watermelons in 10 minutes, managing registration, or the times I've gotten to help run the whole thing, I feel welcomed, I feel joyful, it is just so much fun. Soccer nights reminds me that when God says to love our neighbor, it's not because our neighbor actually needs something from us, it's because something profound happens to us when we're in relationship. I have no idea what heaven is like, if it exists, but I hope that it's like soccer nights, where there is really a place for everyone, old and young, rich and poor, black and white, that everyone is there together, having fun, being active, and eating snacks.